Ready? Life on the move. Life on the move. Whoa. Whoa. All right, Tiffany, your turn. Get on.
So he made a whip out of cords and drove all the temple courts, both sheep and cattle. He scattered the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. To those who sold doves, he said, "Get these out of here. Stop turning my Father's house into a market." His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." The Jews then responded to him, "What sign can you show us to prove your authority to do all this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days." They replied, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and you are going to raise it in 3 days?" But the temple he had spoken of was his body. After he was raised from the dead, his disciples recalled that he had said what he had said. Then they believed the scripture and the words that Jesus had spoken. 12 through 25, I think. The word that God had given me was to redirect our anger. Sometimes we get very angry at things that happen to us in the world. And, you know, with God, there's purpose in everything, even the things that cause us to anger or hurt or cry. We don't always understand it, but we do have to react accordingly. But what Jesus did when he went into the temple courts, it did anger him. So God tells us in his own way that it's okay to be angry. That is just part of one of the emotions that he's given us to express ourselves. But we have to be able to control that anger. And sometimes it has to be redirected in love. In love, when they told him to prove what authority he had, you know, he said, "I am going to prove it." He said, "I'm going to destroy this temple and I'm going to raise it back up in 3 days." And he was talking about his flesh, because I'm pretty sure he cringed. He cringed to see the things that the people were doing, and it angered him because God hates sin. And remember, God dwells within Christ. So if you see something wrong that angers, like much of our country right now is angry at Donald Trump. And he's doing a lot of separation and dividing of our people. The unity that we supposedly have here in the United States of America, he's doing a lot of separation. But this is a time to take that same anger at him and to come together and say, you know what, we're going to do the opposite of what he's saying. We're going to, we're going to love the immigrants. We're not going to try to push them away, because we know they're just here to survive, just like all of us. People, like us, we were born and raised here in America, and we are raised to go to college and work hard for years, and we have to have so many years of experience to get to the place of where our goals are. Well, they have to do the same thing. They're just using a different route. So we're going to flip all of the anger and the frustration with this campaign and turn around and love one another and help one another and lift each other up. And, who knows that, of course, everything works for the good of those who love Christ and are called to his purpose. So, some people have a bad outlook on this country, but in my eyes, I know who God is. So I know it's for my good. So I'll take that anger and do things like come black out in the park. On the move! On the move!